What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty here with, I guess we're 1/3 already through the season. Week 4 is here with a Pac-12 matchup to kick things off. Number 8 UCLA on the road taking on the unranked Washington Huskies. Now the Huskies haven't won a single game yet, so it's a tough season for them so far, and they're facing up against a top 10 opponent, so it's not going to get easier. They're going to have to make big plays. They've had some pretty good games, but just played against really good talent, and once again, good talent is on its way. Can they handle it this time at home? As for UCLA, they were able to bounce back after a tough loss. This past week was able to get a win, and now looking to try to continue things on to improve to 3-1 on the season. Things starting to move here in the RFL College Series. I'm interested to see what's going to take place here in this game. We already know Jaden Romanelli. He's been looking great for Washington. And we're just going to have to stack up against the talent of UCLA, man. They got a lot of players. Jace Worth been having himself a pretty decent season as well at the quarterback position. Got to look out for the receiver, Isaiah King, as well. Other big notable guys as well as Matthew Holman. So this team is pretty stacked. Washington's really going to have to look out, but I'm ready for this one. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Got 8 already in here. Let's go ahead and get ready for a game. Who's ready for this one? UCLA taking on Washington. I'll see you guys out onto the field. And so you guys hear the sound and you know what time it is in the RFL. When you hear that, that means it's game day. Week 4 underway with a Pac-12 conference matchup between the UCLA Bruins and the Washington Huskies. Welcome here at Husky Stadium as we get a look at this wonderful view, other than Brandon Godwin and them at the bottom right there. But man, I can't wait to see how this one's going to turn out. I know Washington 0-3, but definitely not a team to sleep on. UCLA looking to make it a 2-game winning streak. And conference play, it's important this season in the college series, as we will be having conference championship games. Oh yeah, the graphic's still up. Let's actually go ahead and put that up now. My bad. So you guys completely forgot to see the view of the Husky Stadium. That was a nice view. Either way, you're still not missing the action here on the sideline. Jace Worth on the sideline there with his star defensive end, Jose Ortiz. And we're ready for some RFL college football. I know you guys are too. Let's get this game underway. Game has been switched back to arcade. And we've seen from the testing, the results, everything's been great. Interceptions, still working on that. I've seen at times there's been interceptions, and then at times just none at all. So still testing all of that out. UCLA going to be fielding the ball here. That's Jaden Alexander, cornerback. Back to return for this one, and here we go. Week 4. Is here. He'll take a knee in the end zone. Won't elect to take that out. We're going to look at the Bruins offense, led by star quarterback Jace Worth. Jace Worth looking to lead his team to 2 straight wins here. Got to watch out for his dual threat ability. He's got great talent in being able to scramble. So they're going to have to keep a keen eye on him for sure. First down and 10. Motion into the formation. He'll move in Newhall. And Jace Worth, first play, looking to pass, and that's going to be caught. First down. It's going to be Godspeed, the tight end, with the reception. Submitted tight end right there. He's been reliable for the Bruins this season. Great way to start out for UCLA, taking the strike, getting the yards. First and 10, Matthew Holman in the backfield. Here goes a run up the middle, and that is shut down from the get-go. 2-yard loss on Holman's first carry. I think that's Uzuriki, or if that's how you pronounce the big lineman's name there, but great play. Viciously getting off his block and making a good tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So UCLA's first play went for a first down, second play for a loss.
Let's go. Let's go. 8, read.
Got Isaiah King in the slot. Motion into the formation. Here goes a handoff. Great blocking, juking inside. Huge hit right there as Felton goes down. Good job of holding on to the football. I'm going to have to make an adjustment here. I don't know why the settings didn't save. But that back shouldn't even be getting in the game over Holman. So I'll make that adjustment right now after this play. I have to make sure to do it in the main menu. There goes a run, and again, Felton getting a carry. Granted, doing all right with the carries he shouldn't be getting right now. It's a first down. Let's go ahead and make that change right now. But I'm not even on UCLA's side. So let's go ahead and do that. Gonna have to wait a couple plays. I guess, yeah, let's just do this again. First down and 10 for the Bruins. It was a run up the middle, and Holman gaining about 4 yards on that play. We'll get a look at this UCLA offense. Looking at the line there. And the skilled players. Talked about Isaiah King. Look out for him. Look out for Jake Newhall. Especially Matthew Holman's had some great games on the ground so far. Hopefully I can make the depth chart changes for the running back position. Yeah, I don't know why that keeps happening. He is a higher overall, though, but yeah, he's going to be the all-around back for that situation. And we'll just get back to simming the game.
Okay, break. I got you. I got you. What time?
Second down and 6. 4-man rush as he looks to pass, throws. That's going to be caught for a first down by Godspeed again. 2 catches, both catches moving the chains. And only 2 times that Jay Swerve has thrown the football. He just wins on this corner route, or flag route as they like to call it. Good defense. That's a good defense. Actually, good offense. That's a great play. Speaking about the wrong side here. Single back formation. Handoff, and Matthew Holman losing yards again. Loss of a yard on the play. 3 carries, just 1 yard right now for the back. 2nd and 11. Got action after this game. Auburn and Notre Dame going at it. I'll show the graphic after this play. Here goes a run. Not getting much again, just 2 yards. But first, let's get a look at this Washington Huskies defense. If you look at the line with Bronson, I think that's Anuzi Zuriki, Bowman, linebacker Tryon, Manu, Sermon, and Wellington. And at the secondary, Molden, Taylor, Gordon, and Bryant. Look out for those guys. There's a look at the game coming up later today at 8 p.m. Eastern. Auburn hosting Notre Dame, number 2 ranked team in the country, going up against Notre Dame. Can Notre Dame upset them for a big win? We'll have to see. We'll find out when that game starts up once again at 8 p.m. Eastern. Here goes a shot down the field, and it should have been intercepted. Way too much air on that one. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Bruins. He just skyrockets that one high into the air, and U-Haul probably should have had a better effort at trying to catch it instead of waiting for it to come down. Molden should have caught that one. It fell straight into his hands. Couldn't hold on to it, but they'll settle for a field goal. This is going to be a 47-yarder. Should be makeable. But it's not. That's going to fall short, and it's going to be Washington's football at the 30-yard line. It's got to be a windy day out here. That's tough. Accurate, but not enough leg to push through. I'm assuming the wind out there on the field. No way he should be kicking that short. Jaden Romanelli now coming out onto the field for the Washington Huskies. So we'll get our first look at Washington here today. Once again, 0-3 on the season. They have been definitely challenging their opponents and trying their best to win. Here goes a throw. That's going to be dropped incomplete. Try to get that one, I believe, to Barcelina. I think that's how you say it. I had trouble with saying his name last year. Forgot how to say it.
Down. 10-2 stop. Let's go.
There goes a throw. That's going to be incomplete. Dangerous pass again. Romanelli starting out 0 for 2. So good defense by UCLA, and that's one area that they have been prided on. Trips out to the left side. They're going to pass, throws, and that's going to be caught for a first down to the 44. Nice play. Really good throw right there. I think that's Barcelia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Good pass, good first down. Moving the chains. Washington meaning business. Shout out to the RFL community right now watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button. If you're enjoying what you're watching, you can see at the bottom left of this screen places where you can find us on social media. Play action. Here goes the throw down the middle of the field. Going to be caught for a first down to the 31. That's a big catch. This time he finds Jeremy. And as I was saying, learn more about us at relocationfootballleague.com. You can find out more about the RFL. And that's just Jeremy going to work on, I believe that's Jaden Alexander. Submitted cornerback prospect.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Switch up.
There's a throw, bubble screen. Jeremy again getting up the field. Alexander on him quickly. 2 yards on the play.
Ready, 30 base.
2nd and 8. Empty set. As they'll look to pass. And that's going to be caught for a first down. Washington moving down the field. 3 for 5. Jaden Romanelli. 1st and 10 at the 18. As he was able to connect with Clyde Lynch, the generic running back.
Ready, set, put up. Come.
Spreading out the field again as he looks to throw. Gets it out quickly. And out to the sideline he goes. Hitting multiple targets on this drive. And that's going to be LeCavalier on the sideline there. I believe he ran a little quick out route. Picks up 5 yards. And Washington starting to move on this UCLA defense. And a counter run play. Spins around, trying to get into the end zone. Going to be stopped, but it's 1st and goal for Washington. Belrich, first carry, good for 13 yards. Another look at this. Nice little spin move. Was able to find himself a lane.
Let's go. 18 Gator. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They bring in Clyde Lynch, the generic running back. Motion, handoff, and Lynch gets denied by Juice Adams. Sub linebacker right there. I don't mean by the position, submitted linebacker. Juice Adams the third, shutting it down up the middle of the field. There's no one there to put a hand on him, comes through clean. And that's one guy you got to make sure you have someone on blocking. He's just great in all phases at that linebacker position. He's good in coverage. He's good in run stopping. And somebody's got to have a hand on him at all times. There goes a run. Play action. Caught me, and they are still going to get the sack. That's Mafi. 3rd and goal now. Jaden Romanelli. Not enough time in the pocket. Let's go break down and look at exactly what happened here. Play action, and the lineman, not sure at all what he was doing. Looks like they were actually, I see what they were doing. They were actually setting him up for, it looks like a tight end screen or screen, some type of screen. And Belrich, he didn't even stretch out far enough to help out with that block to give him some time to throw that.
Let it.
3rd and goal at the 13-yard line. And he'll look to pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That's going to be to Jeremy. And he just wins this dig route here from the left side. And Romanelli able to be on the same cue and strike immediately. That's how you make a statement here at home and challenge number 8 ranked team in the RFL College Series. Zach Jeremy with the touchdown, submitted wide receiver, and the extra point is good. Washington leads it 7-0. They go 70 yards in 11 plays. Excellent drive. Shout out to everyone right now in the chat. I haven't been looking at it, so if you guys ask questions or something and I haven't even responded to it because I wasn't looking that direction. Not going to lie, I'm a little bit still tired from staying up a little bit late yesterday. Not going to lie to you guys. I still think I'm doing a pretty good job calling that game so far. Here goes the kickoff, UCLA. We get the ball here a few yards deep into the end zone, but Alexander taking a knee. Offense only get started at the 25. Last time out onto the field, trying to kick a field goal, and it came up short from the 30-yard line. Couldn't nail the 47-yarder. Now, I'm not sure if that's the kicker's foot or if it's just the wind. I'm assuming it's the wind, but I don't see how he would have missed that bad.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Mix it just worked out, and I was yeah, man, crazy. Here goes a run up the middle, and Holman getting to the 32. So RFL After Dark is the bomb. Yeah, that's not going to be a casual thing, my guys. Just can't, not what's best for the league, though. We try to just be that way, you know, in our podcasts. It's second down and 3. And a motion over and back to the left side here. Counter run play. And here goes Matthew Holman with some great blocks. Gets to midfield to the 50. It's a great run right there. 6 carries. Definitely boosted his average up. Now 28 yards in that 4-yard per carry average. This was just great blocks down the field. Had big number 73 been able to hold his block a little longer, and he ran by. Holman would have took that one to the house for 6.
15 line. 15 line.
I formation, run up the middle of the field. Holman again burrowing through the defensive tackle, getting to the 43-yard line. Gain of 7. Uzariki again there on the play.
Ready. 43. Check. 43. Ain't no such thing as a low.
Tight formation here in the gun. Handoff. Holman finding a lane again. First down. Now really starting to run the ball effectively. Last time out onto the field running the ball, really could not establish that run game all too well. Had a few tackles for loss. So far, good runs out of Holman on this drive.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Don't get nervous.
They look to throw to the sideline, and it's still going to be caught by Jake Newhall. Big time catch right there. Almost for a second seemed as if it was going to be deflected or intercepted.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Second and 3. Motion into the formation.
Get it.
Here goes a run. Matthew Holman stuffed. Can't get the first down. Will pick up only a yard. It's now 3rd and 2. Big down right here for Washington. The underdogs right now with the lead, but we already know leads can come and go. Still a lot of time left to go in this game. Jace Worth taking off first time today, and he wisely slides to avoid the contact, but he will move the chains. Now further into Husky territory than they were on their previous drive. And they already saw they can't make a kick, at least facing this direction from the 30-yard line. Good job getting inside the 25 at the 24. Also a smart job by Worth, just looking down the field, quickly recognizing nothing's open at that moment. Can easily pick up the first down, and he doesn't just pick up the first down, he protects himself with a nice cautious slide. High formation, but play action, setting this up with some good runs, and there they go. Completion, Godspeed trucking forward to the 7-yard line. 6 seconds left to go in the first, and that's a first down for the Bruins. A little play action here. Godspeed's got some speed on him. Is he living up to the name at that tight end position? Absolutely loving the play calling right now by UCLA.
Ready. 70 Indy.
First and goal. And they won't get the snap off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the first quarter. Washington with the lead currently 7-0, but UCLA knocking on the door. Washington's done a pretty good job, I'd have to say. Staying in games. Always tough to start a season 0-3. There goes a run, and Matthew Holman trying to hit a juke move. He stood up and taken down for a loss to the 9-yard line. Wellington on the tackle. It's good, William Ransom. Appreciate you coming to the live stream. Shotgun. Jace Worth looking to throw. Actually looking to run, but he's going to be sacked. Loss of 2 yards. Great defense. That's once again on Uzuriki again, powering through a double team and taking down Jace Worth. I'm going to be honest, man. In real life, I've seen this a lot in Madden. They need to address this. It is rare that guys win against a double team like that. That should be a rarity that even happens.
Come on, set. 30 base.
See it often. It's not like it doesn't happen, but happens a lot here. The 3rd and goal, a throw into the flats, and that is not going to get them into the end zone. UCLA right now. I don't know what's going on. That's all on Jace Worth. Should have looked for something a little longer. Had some good protection from what I saw in the pocket. Should have been a better play call as well. Now 4th and goal, going to have to settle for the field goal. Missed one before, but that was at the 30-yard line. This should be an easier chip shot, and the kick is through. 7-3, Washington still with the lead. UCLA going to have to be careful here right now. Game not leaning in their favor. First offensive drive for Washington. They were able to get down the field and get it done, score a touchdown. Jaden Romanelli, seeing up there right now, warming up his arm, getting ready for this next possession. Back ready to return this kick is Molden. Here goes the kickoff. And so he's going to field it at the 2. And Molden brought down at the 25. And Washington's offense going to get started once again. Great job last time out onto the field.
Let's go. 60 or.
Washington going to line up in the I formation. Counter run play and trying to make something happen, and Elrich will be brought down for just a gain of 2. Good job by UCLA's defense on that. McCord gave up some big pass plays, and so the defensive backs really going to have to stay on it here this drive. And speaking of pass plays, Washington coming out here in all-out spread offense, empty set. Quick throw, and that's going to be caught, but coming backwards. Going to lose the yards he had past the first down. It's Clyde Lynch, second catch. Running back got him out there playing a little bit of receiver.
On the set.
3rd and 2.
Ready.
Looking to throw, hits the slant, and that's a first down for Washington. Celia again, nice play. Wins there easy on the slant. Now, he was in last year's college series, made a lot of big plays for Washington. Now with a good quarterback here, and Jaden Romanelli making some plays early. Another empty set for Washington. Romanelli lets one go. That's going to be complete on the out route. First down. I believe that's LeCavalier. And it is Ryan LeCavalier. His second catch, good for First down, 16 yards so far on the day.
Set, 8, read. You must be dreaming. Take 4, take 4.
Shotgun. And a handoff. And a big hit. It's Clyde Lynch. Absolutely blasted. So how is Washington 0-3? Well, I mean, they may be 0-3, but as I was saying earlier in this game, they're actually, they put up some good fights against the teams they lost to. It's not a sleeper team at all. There's a throw over the middle. That's going to be batted down by Juice Adams. That's what he brings to the table. Juice Adams, not just your regular old linebacker that just helps out in the run game. He's very athletic. He had a huge pick six and, I mean, a blowout game against Texas. He's just a freak at that linebacker position. Good protection. Here goes a throw. Hits the dig. That's a first down. Chelia again. I said his name about 3 different ways in this game. I got to figure out how to say it again. First down for Washington.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Watch the slant.
I formation.
Shoot.
Run. And that's a good, powerful run by Belrich, picking up 6 yards.
Down. 18.
I formation.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Big grip.
Counter run play here and a good solid tackle in the hole. Had himself a gaping lane that was just parting. Just a great open field tackle there. Keeping them short of the first down. It's going to be a big 3rd and 2 for the Huskies.
60 Pittsburgh. 3 bud. Ready.
Motion into the formation. UCLA looking for a stop here. Throws, and that's going to be caught for a first down by Ryan LeCavalier. He just trusts his receiver to make this catch here on this spot route, and he does. You can see him just having just enough space away from Thompson, who came closing in, making that tackle. And the safety, he didn't get to check which one it was, came down trying to tackle from behind. Good hands.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Check. Not fine.
And there they go. Taken down at the 10. Nice little 7-yard gain on the play.
Ready. We'll go 25. 50, plant.
Now 2nd and 3, Washington. Play action. Romanelli, he's got a lot of time right now. He's going to take off. First down, and at least he will get at the 5-yard line. Great play. Yeah, I've seen some things on Doug Flutie's, man, football game, man. You know, of course, this it needs, it's improved a lot. That's what I'll say. It definitely has improved a lot compared to last year. But for us to even still consider it, it's going to take a lot more, you know. But I like what I'm seeing from those guys, man. Even shout out to MGN Sports, man. You know, those guys were rocking with us a little bit before, you know, they got involved even over there. So, I mean, shout out to those guys. I already know they work hard over there, too.
Come on, set.
But yeah, so the game's looking promising. That's all I can say. The game for the future for them is looking promising.
Ready.
2nd and goal, looking to throw. And he'll throw this one into the flats. Actually, not even a catch. Drops down, incomplete. Yeah, it definitely has potential, man. I feel like it's going to be like, later down the line for a while, but definitely showing some promise. Here goes a pitch out to the right side. Looked as if he had the blocks for a moment, but a great block shed and a great tackle to keep him out of the end zone. That's Shaw. A huge play by the defense. Moral win there for the defense, as they don't give up the touchdown. Still going to keep it a one-possession game as the kick gets good. Washington leading it right now, 10-3. So you see 2 24s on the team. We might still need some more jerseys to get adjusted, but if you see a 24 on the same team and one's on offense and the other one's on defense, that's realistic because they allow you to do that in college. And here goes the kickoff. We'll get this one from the 3-yard line. It's Alexander taken down. Pretty good return to the 31. Matthew Holman trotting out onto the football field here. 10 carries, 39 yards. Not too bad in terms of yards per carry. It hasn't really gotten off quite yet against this Washington defense. The offense has not been able to score once yet.
Ready? Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, you got 3 yards.
Draw play, and that's going to be blown up again. He is just absolutely eating this run game up in the middle there. Uzuriki again with a huge play. I don't know if the line up front can't block him or what. That's an instant shed right there. And that is going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Drop back looking to pass. Throws as he takes a hit, completes it out there to Holman, trying to put on a move. Good open field tackle though. 3rd and 7. Right now, UCLA's offense has been a bit conservative. No big plays really popping off yet against this Washington Huskies defense. Third and 7, and a throw, breaking tackles, trying to get the first, but a clutch tackle keeping them inches short, and a timeout is immediately called by Washington. Not too great of a first half start here for UCLA. Washington looking to pull off this upset, looking pretty adamant about it too. Down at the 20. UCLA is going to really have to step their game up. This offense has been moving. Their defense has been stopping. Bruins need to get it together here. Don't want to take their 2nd loss of the season here against an unranked opponent.
Set. 60 or. Get the ball. Shoot.
Romanelli looking to pass. Throws. That's going to be complete for a first down to Clyde Lynch. Working both of their backs here who are eligible for the RFL draft. Of course, you got Belrich and then you got Clyde Lynch. showing off the hands, using him more so as a utility back, making catches out of the backfield. And I also lined him up wide a few times here in this game for a few catches.
Got it. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Watch the screen. Pass. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Romanelli looking to throw. And this one's going to be deep, wide open, first down. Ryan LeCavalier. Great pass, 35 yards on the reception. And what is the cornerback doing here? Just not playing this right at all. Maybe he wasn't supposed to drop back deep. I'm not sure, but he didn't play that or help out his safety at all in that situation.
You ready? We got 25 the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Yep, these are the new sliders right here. Trips out to the left side.
Let go.
Romanelli, another throw deep. That's going to be caught for a first down on the sideline. LeCavalier again. Right now, I mean, it's not really too much that we could say about the high school series. We'll speak more on it when that time comes around. We're still working on things that we're doing with that. The applications, if you were planning on applying to be a player, are up right now on our website, relocationfootballleague.com. So if you're interested, you can read more about, I guess, player input by going on the website and checking out the application. 2nd and 11, here goes a throw. That's going to be caught and short of the first down. Zach Jeremy down at the 10. And Washington is about to be up a few possessions before this game's over.
Here we go. Here we go. 8, read. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd down and 2. Romanelli been having great protection all game, but he's going to be, he doesn't make the tackle. Trying to get to the end zone. Juice Adams able to pull off the touchdown saving tackle. That's going to set up 1st and goal for Washington. UCLA struggling here. It's usually those conference games, man. They got to keep Washington out of the end zone here. I don't know what the cameraman's doing here. Charlie's in the building.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Spreading out the field, and a timeout going to be burned by Washington. It's their last 20 seconds left in this first half.
Ready, set.
Washington looking to come up with a huge upset over UCLA with a great start.
Let's make these babies. Ready.
Looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked almost instantly. Huge hit. It's Jose coming through the 2nd sack for UCLA, and they're out of timeouts. I don't think they're going to be able to score in time. Excellent job by the defense.
Faster, faster.
Yeah, they tried to hurry up, but that is it. Clock hits 0, and UCLA gets lucky, man. Washington tried to pull off a play, just could not get the ball off in time, and they couldn't get their unit out onto the field to kick the field goal. So, unfortunately, tough one. And so we're going into the half. Washington right now with the lead, 10-3. UCLA gonna have to figure some things out in the locker room. Let's see, Smitty, did you up the? Yeah, I upped the interceptions already. I'm still working on those. It's the only things that I'm working on right now. But in terms of the interceptions, I think right now they've been up to 70 at least, and I've been testing them. I've only been able to test actually 1 or 2 games. And I've seen some games, I'm still on the fence because I've seen some games where there was interceptions, and then there was games where, well, out of the 2, one game had interceptions in it, and the other one still was dropping picks. So I'm not quite sure. I might have to just continue to test games under the same slider just to see how often that happens. But that's where I'm at right now. Be sure to look out for the next game after this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Notre Dame taking on Auburn, as Rob Roby will be calling that one. Definitely should make for a great game. Interested to see what Auburn's going to do there at home against a good opponent in Notre Dame, number 2 team in the country. Here goes the kickoff. We'll field this one from about the 1 and down at the 24.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And so the offense coming out onto the field here. Romanelli looked pretty good there in that first half. Throwing for some big plays. Ryan LeCavalier, Zach Jeremy making huge catches. Even can throw a little shout out there to Clyde Lynch, generic running back, coming in, lining up wide, making a couple plays.
Okay, just like that, just like that.
Run up the middle, broken tackle, and he slowed up as Juice Adams was able to get there to Belrich. Only a gain of a yard. UCLA's defense, as they like to say, needs to tighten up right now against the run game. They haven't looked too bad. The pass game has been the issue for them, playing off the receivers, but there's a bunch. Low snap and a draw, and here goes Clyde Lynch, generic back, picking up the first down to the 36-yard line. And they just got him right now doing just about everything. I mean, few carries he's getting, made some great catches. Definitely showing a little something here for the Scouts. May not be the premier back there, as Belrich is the guy. And Kareem Belrich, he's had some pretty good games. Right now, Lynch putting on a bit of a show. Single back formation, back on the ground. Good blocks. Belrich trying to get through the lane there. Good tackle by Jose. Still a 5-yard gain on the play. Shout out to that Hustle or Nothing. So you're supporting the RFL live from the workplace. Dedication, my guy. Dedication. Second down and 5. Here goes a handoff. Another lane opening up for the run game here. It's Clyde Lynch exploding. 5 carries, 25 yards. I don't know why UCLA's jumping and high-fiving right now. Trailing in this game, and Washington in the second half, starting it, is still moving the football. Not looking too good for UCLA.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now opening up the pass. There goes a throw. That should have been intercepted, but he actually caught it just in time. Squeeze it there to Zach Jeremy. You can see Jaden Alexander was going for the pick. He just got this ball over his hands. Actually, it was Jeremy who made the catch before it got to his hands. So good catch by Jeremy with great tackle still, with missing the interception by Alexander.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Safety down in the box now, and they'll run it. And here goes Belrich trying to pull off the spin move. Alexander not falling for it. Wraps him up. Holds that to, once again, a short gain. It's 3rd and 8. And UCLA is going to want to keep Washington where they are right now and out of field goal range. You can see a little bit of frustration on UCLA's side here as they're in the huddle.
50 plant. 25
Ortiz not too happy, and here they go. Pressure getting in the backfield for a sack. That's going to be Williams coming through hot. Great job avoiding the chop block and making the defensive play that UCLA was looking for. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I'm thinking about former LSU back here, but Clyde Lynch, yeah. Just he's been doing everything else right. That chop block, though, couldn't land that one right, and ends up getting sacked. That's a great play by UCLA. When you do the test games, you got to understand there's varieties to this, Sean. So it's not, you don't change things up because you see something happen in one game. You got to change it up when you see multiple things. So that's why I'm not really too much in favor of changing up too many aspects right now of this slider set. Now, these slider set, these are the same exact slider set still under the Clemson game that some of you guys got to see earlier today. So, I mean, you can see that it ranges, and that's what we want. So right now, I'm digging the sliders as they are. Still working on, like I said, the interceptions. Might not have to do much, though, because it could be right. It's just, you know, sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't. There's a run. Man, I hate that trot, man. Gets to the 17-yard line, but still picks up 5 yards. Yeah, these are the ones from yesterday. The only difference is turned the interceptions up to 70.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Everything else is as it was. 2nd and 5. We're going to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught for a first down. That's the tight end Godspeed. Jace Worth, I mean, he's 8 for 9, 70 yards, but you can see this is already his second half. Really has not thrown the ball much at all, and I'm kind of shocked by that. That might have to say a little bit of some testament to Washington's defense shutting down UCLA. I think UCLA needs to open up this playbook before things get out of hand. And here goes Jace Worth. First down and then some. And he fumbles the football, and it's Washington's football at the 44. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You get all those yards, you get past the first down sticks. What is the point of running into contact? And UCLA right now just costing themselves here. This is a conference game. This is important. They lose this game, that's going to be a tough loss. Jaden Romanelli coming out onto the field. He's balling 16 to 20, 185 yards passing, got the 1 touchdown pass, but excellent field position now. And it's turnovers that's going to lose you a game every time. We've seen it, and turnovers happen in this series. Those are the teams that don't end up winning. Bad pass right there. That's going to be in the turf. 2nd down and 10. And UCLA's defense, in my opinion, is not doing too bad of a job. Washington, I always felt like they had a pretty good high-powered offense to make plays, and they have been able to. UCLA's been able to keep them, for the most part, out of the end zone pretty well. They are still moving the ball down the field, and that's going to be caught for a first down to the 34-yard line. Good strike there on the hook route by Romanelli.
Set. 60-yard. Clear.
Delayed draw play up the middle. Here goes Kareem Belrich. Nasty juke move. You know he's got some speed, and even though he's splitting carries with Clyde Lynch, this guy's already over 50 yards rushing on the ground today with 10 carries. Love the way that they're using their backs. Both getting exposure. Like I said, a speedster there. Give him some space, especially space like that. He's going to run all over your defense. Washington continuing to tire out this defense, moving the ball chunk by chunk down the field. Trips to the left side as they'll look to throw here, and that's going to be caught over the middle. And he just runs into a pile of Bruins. Brought down after a gain of 5. Romanelli now over 200 yards passing. And all Washington cares about right now at this point is getting in the end zone for 6 to greatly extend that lead to 14.
On the double.
Empty set. And this has really been killing this UCLA defense. They're actually going to go with a quarterback draw here. And he gets the first down. And that is a terrible spot. He was clearly beyond the sticks for a first down, and they mark him down at the 10. There needs to be a challenge in the spot of the ball, but I doubt we're going to get that. That is terrible. Easily beyond the first down marker there, and this could come back to hurt Washington as he's looking to throw. Takes off, and it doesn't matter. First down anyway. Once again, needs to slide. Goes down at the 5. Now look at this play. I mean, I guess some people can get mad at UCLA trying to say, well, where's the pass rush? But I mean, if you look at the amount of guys they're sending, it's not enough. If I'm not mistaken, that was either 3 or 2 guys that they sent on the D-line to send some pressure. We're going to have all day to throw the football.
Here we go.
And they pick up that first down with Romanelli.
Push him back. Push him back. Please grip.
Play action. Sets his feet to throw, and that's broken up. Incomplete. Good defense. Knocked right out of the receiver's hands. Tried to go to Ryan LeCavalier there on that play. Now 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Tight formation. Play action again. Throws it into the flats, and he is mauled down at the 3. UCLA's defense is bending. They're not looking to break. Huge 3rd and goal situation right here. Can they keep the Huskies once again out of the end zone and have to settle for 3? And pressure coming off the edge quickly. The 2nd sack for Jose. And man, that blitz with Jose has been coming through to perfection. 4 sacks for UCLA. And he lined up wide almost over the point receiver on that bunch. And that was just good coverage down the field. Good press. No receiver releasing easy. And just instant pressure off that right side. Nothing he could do. Well, from his view, left side. Well, UCLA's defense, I got to give it to them. I mean, they're giving up yards, but they are stopping Washington. So at this point, the offense is in question for UCLA. That's going to make it a 2-possession game now. UCLA is really going to have to turn things around on that offensive side of the ball. This was a team just literally last week was able to defeat Oregon 30-23, and now here they are putting up those points on Oregon. Just 3 points. 10 times less the amount of points. They need to make something happen on the offensive side of the ball. I don't see them throwing the ball much or calling the same plays that usually helps them win games. They got to start opening up that playbook. Here goes the return about 2 yards deep into the end zone, getting to the 27. And this is where things got to start to flip here for UCLA. Offense just not getting it done right now. Could have had 6 points, missed a field goal attempt on their opening drive of the game. Would have made it still a 1-possession game, but now UCLA is really going to have to pull out everything they've got as this game is closing near into the 4th quarter. Just barely under 3 minutes left to go in this 3rd. Handoff, and he is stuffed. Not sure why Holman didn't elect to stay outside with the run. He cuts up right into Bronson. And that costs him a chance at a big play here. Not sure what he thought was going to open up. But that's going to happen anyway. I mean, you got King Hins Jr. here blocking It's a wide receiver on a D lineman. He's not going to hold that block long at all. Not a good read right there off the run.
Ready up. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Ready, go.
Hand off. There he goes with another run. This one a lot better. I think he's got the first down. Matthew Holman is still going to mark him inches short. And that's a little bit questionable. Maybe he was inches. It did look like he possibly got past the line, but UCLA, they're going to need a first down play here. And they're looking to air it out. Jace Worth. The throw, and it's going to be caught as he picks up the first down. And kind of looked a little bit scary there for UCLA. I thought that pass was either going to be intercepted or deflected. Just was able to get that over the defender's head. Another look at this. Good throw. Good fight there by Godspeed, the tight end.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
UCLA's been running very heavy as of late. We'll start out here with a run. There goes Holman. Good run, though. Picking up about 4 to 5. Give him 4. And UCLA's has kind of been, they just haven't been attacking offensively in this game at all. Still have not really taken any shots or really tried to get through for big plays on this Husky defense. And there goes a sack on the play. Bowman able to catch the quarterback there. He just could not take off. You can see Jace Worth looking. Almost was able to hit the backside, but great play by Bowman. Gets off his block. Actually takes the double team, spins off the double team, and wraps him up.
Ready to break. 43's the mic. Go on. Come on.
Receivers might be just struggling to get open against this Washington secondary. This could be the last play of the third quarter. Throws, and that's going to be caught by Newhall. Still fighting through 3 Huskies for a first down to the 34-yard line. And when they get set, that should be it for the third. So that'll be the last play. UCLA is going to really have to turn things up here in this fourth quarter. It's a good throw, throwing it right there in between those 3 Husky defenders. Shout out to Belrich there, creating an account for his player. And you guys already know what to do. For the guys who are here, put your 4s up in the chat. 13-3. Low scoring affair between these 2 Pac-12 conference, I guess, rivals, you could say. Down by 10 points. I honestly didn't expect UCLA to come out the way that they did. They came out extremely flat. This is the last quarter where you got to put everything on the line. And there goes a shot down the field. Still going to be caught for a first down, Dakota. Good strike. Jace Worth has only missed 1 pass. But the main reason he has only missed 1 pass has been because he's just been playing Mr. Dink and Dunk. Has not looked for those big plays until now with that throw. You can tell this offense just been very conservative, feeling like they got this game under control. I honestly feel like UCLA came into this one kind of underestimating Washington. I know they're an 0-3 team. Cannot sleep on them, though. Like I said, they've been able to put up some decent points against some pretty good defenses, and there goes a good job by the defense shutting that down. They've honestly done a great job against Matthew Holman. It's really tough for him to find some lanes. And I think that's been the issue, is UCLA trying to get the run game going a little bit too much than they should. Almost looks like they're in a running formation again. They might run Holman. And they will, but it's a good run. Juke move. Doesn't pan out, but it's still a decent run. Now 3rd and 4. This is a huge down for UCLA. UCLA may just have to kick a field goal. Hard count, not jumping him off sides, looking to throw. Takes off, and he is going to be brought down short. Tried to go with the slants flat concept in Washington. I got to give a hats off to this secondary. Those receivers struggled to get open on the line. Wellington on the hit. That is a great stop by Washington. Very surprised at the fact that UCLA has not scored a single offensive touchdown in this game. Washington showing up in a big way. For the most part, still, you can't take props away from Washington, but you also got to blame the play calling of UCLA as of late. They've really been acting like it's still the first quarter. Running too many conservative plays, not taking the shots down the fields, not looking for the big plays. I understand it's a one-possession game. They're just taking it a play at a time. But you don't have a lot of time. In Washington, you know, granted, UCLA's defense has done a great job of slowing them down. They've still done a great job, so hats off to UCLA's defense. They've been doing a great job all game of bending and not breaking and doing the best they can against this offense. But their offense has got to get things going here. Very lackluster. Here goes the return from the goal line. Brought down at the 25.
Come on, fellas.
So Washington, I think they can put insurmountable amount of pressure on UCLA if they go down the field right now on this drive and score a touchdown. Chance they could win off of that. Washington here in this Pac-12 conference matchup, looking to come up with a big win. Here goes a run. That's Clyde Lynch getting out past the 30 for a gain of 6. It's a great run right there. I like the play calling by Washington, even though yards scoring has been difficult for them. Oh, man. And he's still fighting forward, losing yards. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the receiver just going backwards there with that catch. Maybe just an off throw. Crediting Don Dang, the cornerback, on that tackle there. Big down for UCLA. Can they get the Huskies off the field? Looking to throw, and here they go, a low pass, and LeCavalier able to lean forward for that first down. Good job right here hitting the slant. That was a bad throw. But what about the adjustment in the hands by LeCavalier to make that catch while on the move on the slant? Big time play.
Here we go. 60 or.
Strong to the left here with the formation. And they will run it up the middle. Here goes Belrich. Trying to take off, wrapped up down at the 41. 4 yards on the play.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day.
I formation.
It's gonna be a long day.
Here goes another run. They've been having success, but Juice Adams is on that.
Yeah, baby.
The Juice man coming through with a big play. Got the Juice man for Oregon, in which they beat last week. UCLA, these Bruins, they got the Juice man there on defense. And he brings it every play. That's a great job filling the lane, making the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And once again, UCLA's got themselves in a position where they can bring up 4th down. Can they do it, though, is the question. Struggled a bit on 3rd downs. And here goes a throw into the flats. They are on it. And, man, I hate that glitch. I guess there's nothing you can do about that on Madden 20 now at this point. Good thing they made the tackle, though. Should have been a fumble. And they were all on that. It was King, the safety, and Alexander and Juice Adams all in on that play. Good thing for UCLA. They get the stop, keep them out of their side of the field. Here goes the punt. Fair catch called. It'll take a backwards bounce and be marked down at the 12.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That was a great backspin on the punt. Came back a little far, though, but still inside the 20. That's a great one. Jace Worth in the offense. It's 6 minutes and 5 seconds. At this point, I'm expecting to see urgency calls on the field. You don't got to look for the big play, but you got to call some big plays. I have not seen any deep striking plays at all getting called from UCLA to at least feel like they're down in this game. It just seems like the offensive side has just been confident. Don't know what the offensive play caller is doing. Here goes a scramble. And he is hit at the 15. He fumbled earlier today. So if I'm Jace Worth, especially in the 4th down, the worst thing you can have in 4th down is a scrambling quarterback who does not slide, because we've seen it in the RFL a lot. We've seen it in this series already a lot. Most of these quarterbacks scramble a lot in the 4th quarter, and they don't take care of the football. They got to find someone to get open so that he can throw the ball like this right here. Good play, breaking through some tackles, still on his feet, but he can't get his balance to get up the field. Still a huge play to Godspeed. Pretty good throw. You see him burrowing through the Huskies there. Oh, 3 of them. Godspeed, he's a pretty talented tight end. We already know about this talented draft class at that position for the RFL. I mean, he's definitely one of those special talents, one of those top guys to look out for. Now under 5 minutes left to go, and he immediately just scrambles. Hopefully he slides, and he fumbles. Just knew that was going to happen. What is Jace Worth doing? He's throwing away the game right now for UCLA. Just go down, kid. That's all you got to do. That's the 2nd time he's coughed up the ball in Washington. Man, they took advantage of it last time. And I got a feeling Romanelli's going to drive these guys down the field to take advantage of it again. That's just poor decision-making by Jace Worth. Only 6 points for UCLA. I mean, I definitely, for the most part, would blame Worth for the majority of why this game turned out to how it has towards the end of this game. That's a nice play, broken tackle, Ryan LeCavalier, 1st down. But I still have to put most of the blame on the offensive play calling by UCLA. I mean, they just felt, hey, we're in one possession, we're a ranked team, we're going to beat these guys. And man, they just have not been able to do that. That has not looked good for UCLA right now. Washington looking to pull off this upset. The Cavalier over 100 yards receiving.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Win championships, baby.
Strong formation to the left. And a run to the left. With Clyde to the end zone. Oh, breaks the tackle. Gets inside the 10. I said that was Clyde. That's actually Belrich. 76 yards off of 13 carries. Little speedster guy right there. Great job reading this. Gets his foot in the ground and just goes straight up the field off the blocks. Makes the most out of the run. Physical end of the run too. And Washington might just pull off this upset. UCLA, man, the defense, I mean, granted they did give up some yards to Washington, but that was kind of to an extent expected because Washington's offense, I think, is underrated. Here goes a throw to the end zone, touchdown, Ryan LeCavalier. And I think that's going to be it. Washington with the upset, more than likely, over UCLA. If this doesn't force UCLA to get their offense going at this point, then you got to blame this game on the play calling for sure. They just did a terrible job in situations, calling the plays in certain situations that could have worked out better for them to make bigger plays. They were conservative the entire game without ever having the lead. And that really cost them. And then Jay Swerth on a couple plays just scrambling prematurely. And at times, I mean, got the first down, you got to slide. You can't take the hit. Why are you looking for extra yards? You've already completed the objective. Hit the deck and then move on to the next play. 2 fumbles in this game, both leading to points. That one leading to a touchdown. So when you look back at this game, when it's all said and done for UCLA, they cost themselves here in this one with bad play calling and lack of taking care of the football. Get this one from the 1. That's Jaden Alexander. Fumble again. Now I think that this is going to actually be overturned. It looked like he was clearly down. And it would be Washington's football if this is not overturned. So, I mean, if this does not get overturned, and it's definitely all she wrote. Yeah, he definitely hit the ground first before that ball came out. UCLA just right now just can't catch a break. Under 4 minutes left to go, down by 14. They have a chance. They have a chance if this play gets overturned. If this actually stands, then that's just terrible. Okay, there he goes, the booth review. So this will more than likely definitely be overturned. You can see that elbow, his old back was down before that ball came out. Now UCLA is going to have to look for some big plays. I don't even think Isaiah King has a single reception in this game. Newhall barely has any catches. The main guy tonight for UCLA has been Godspeed. That goes to show you they haven't been targeting these guys. They haven't called the plays for these receivers to do what they've been doing the last couple of weeks. Now they're looking to spread out the ball. Didn't see much of this formation at all throughout the game. Here goes a throw down the field. Intercepted. Wow, tough game for Worth. Picked off on the sideline by Cook. And that may have just cooked UCLA for this game. Tried to throw one up to his big tight end, but it was overthrown. Didn't even give his tight end a chance on this throw. And it was inaccurate. Alex Cook with a nice reaction play. Acrobatic interception, keeping the feet in bounds. And UCLA is going to fall to Washington. If I'm Washington right now, I wouldn't worry about passing the football all too much, or if even at all. Run out this clock, win the game. And here goes a handoff to Clyde Lynch. UCLA's defense really struggled tonight against the run. But still, like I said, you can't blame the defense. They gave up yards. They didn't give up many touchdowns. And the touchdown they did give up was due to bad field position given up by their offense. And so UCLA next week really going to have to get themselves together with their play calling. Jace Worth is really going to have to get himself together with his decision making. And look forward to continuing on the season on the right foot. Because right now, this is a tough game for these guys. And there goes a run. Belrich up to the 21, gain of, let's say, 3.
On the double. We got 25 to Mike. He can't hang.
When you come to play a football game, you got to be ready on both sides. You can't just play one. There goes a run. And a broken tackle. Belrich trying to get what he can out the play. Picks up 2 yards. Timeout called. And that's going to be by UCLA. And Washington doing what they should be doing, and that's running the football. And honestly, I don't see, it's just been terrible coaching in general here for UCLA. Why call a timeout when there's still, we haven't even reached 2 minutes left in the game yet? And they're down to 1 timeout now. Burning a second. And this should really put the game away. Now up by 3 possessions. 17-point deficit. UCLA's defense at least able to hold. Granted that Washington was just running the ball for the most part there just to kill the clock. 2 minutes and 36 seconds though for UCLA. Man, I don't know if there's any type of miracle that can be pulled out right now. I mean, this is a huge upset. Washington getting their first win and what I believe is their first conference game of the season against number 8 ranked UCLA. And the kick, they field it at the 3. And Alexander with a good return to the 30. Washington, man, just last week lost to West Virginia 46-29. And, you know, they've played in some pretty good games. Washington is not a slouch team. They lost the following week to Texas A&M 44-27. Now, these guys have been able to put up points on the offensive side of the ball and make things happen. In the first week of the season, they put up 23 points against Michigan and lost 45-23. So this was definitely a team that was due for a win. But I don't think anyone really expected them to win like this against UCLA. And there goes Jace Worth finally taking that shot down the field. And it's actually intercepted, but out of bounds. So UCLA gets lucky there. And these cornerbacks, man, I got to give it to the cornerbacks. They are playing some hard-nosed defense on these receivers. Receivers, even though I would say Jace Worth was scrambled quite a bit, I think these cornerbacks kind of locked up these receivers, weren't able to get open at times, and it forced them to have to run a bit. There was a throw over the middle. That's going to be caught by Cota. Only 16 passes in this game for 147 yards.
Ready up. 43 the mic. Come off the ball. Shift.
Under 2 minutes left to go. Still haven't even snapped the football. What is going on with the ball management? And here goes a throw to the sideline, and that should have been intercepted. Luckily for UCLA, it wasn't. It's incomplete. And just knowing the situation, I think UCLA is just going to go for it just to do it, or they might just say, hey, this game's over, and punt it away. Once again, late throw. I mean, he was open on the flag. Tough game for UCLA, only 6 points. And here, 4th and 3. I don't really too much like the formation. I hope they don't run. They'll motion in, and they do run the football. Key block. And a first down, so okay, works out. Play call was a little bit questionable, though.
Keep playing hard.
He just pitched this one to the outside. Great job by Holman, planting his foot and getting up the field. I think the key focus coming into this game for UCLA was to get Holman going on the ground and run the ball. And unfortunately, you know, I have to give it to Washington's defense. They did a good job of not allowing him to break off the big runs and the big plays. And then UCLA, before they knew it, couldn't really throw the football. They go to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Minute and 30 seconds left. We'd like to see at least one touchdown out of UCLA here. And you look at Washington's defense. They've gave up a ton of points. Ran total of 135 points heading into this game. No reason UCLA shouldn't have been able to get any points here. The first down, good play there. Godspeed. The first down.
Hey, let's go. Get set. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. You got nothing.
Looking to throw. Got good protection. He's got to throw it somewhere. And he decides to throw it into the flats. Almost throws an interception. Man. I give it to why. I don't see why Jace Worth didn't toss the ball up to some of his receivers to make plays. He didn't really give his receivers chances here in this game. He goes to throw over the middle, and there goes Godspeed again. He's just been their go-to guy. No catches for Isaiah King. No catches like that for Newhall. Godspeed's been eating, but the tight end's going to only do but so much. You got other weapons out there on the field. Maybe they were getting strapped up out here. Who knows? That might have been the case. Because he is taking a while to release the ball. Defense is actually looking good here for Washington.
On the ball. On the ball. Heads up. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Ready?
Goes Worth. Looking for a big play once again all day. Checks it down. Newhall, first down. And these are the guys that he should have been going to throughout the game. 49 seconds left to go. UCLA finally getting the offense moving, but way too late.
Yo, Rocket, come on.
Now, commending the decision now late in this game, even though he should have made this decision earlier to stop scrambling. He's got to throw this, and he takes the sack. Another fumble. Offensive lineman's going to pick it up, and he's blasted. And the clock's still just running, man. I hate when Madden does this. Why is the clock still running? Why are we looking at replays with the clock still moving? It's terrible. You finally call a timeout after them wasted about 10 seconds or more. Got to take shots to the end zone at this point. 20 seconds, it's 2nd and 18. Can't afford to be in bounds at all on this play. There goes a shot. Almost intercepted off the mark. Trying to connect with Newhall. 4 seconds. Now down to 16. Got a game following this one at 8 p.m. Eastern. Notre Dame taking on Auburn. Should be a great one. Make sure to catch that one. Once again at 8 p.m. Eastern. After this game going to be called by our very own Rob Roby. 3rd and 18. 16 seconds left. We already know the game's over for the Bruins. And boy, he's just got all day. Finally lets one go. And it's a flag. For illegal touching. Honestly, from looking at this, I think that the receivers got locked down. Just from looking at this, I don't think the receivers were able to create the separation enough for Worth to feel confident to throw the ball down the field, and instead elected to try to make plays with his legs and fumbled a lot because of that, and held on to the ball for too long. So that, I mean, that's unfortunate. Washington, man, coming up big here on defense. It looks like they're going Hail Mary already. Just a shot up into the end zone, and that's incomplete. Turnover on downs. UCLA not going to score a single touchdown in this game against Washington. Yeah, I can't wait till we can move over to Madden 21, man, because Madden 20 is really annoying right now. Can't wait till they finish that mod. They take the knee in the end zone, touchback. I said touchback. Take the knee down for the win. Washington with the huge upset over UCLA, the once 8th ranked team. How will this affect them in the polls? Might have just even really dampened their chances at possibly getting into talks about a national championship. Final score here, 23-6. And I think it was just the offense that killed UCLA in this one. The offense and the turnovers. Offense, play calling. The offensive play calling, the turnovers, and just bad plays, man. That's all around for them. And they were just way too conservative throughout this game. Should have been more pressed on, trying to put some pressure on Washington. And I guess they got too confident at the end of the game and was able to lock down the receivers. I'm going to have to get a look at some of these plays, man, and see what happened, what took place. Let's first get a look at the statistics. So Romanelli was 24 of 30. Good game for him. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 242 passing yards. Jace Worth having a really rough game. He fumbled the ball 3 times, I believe. If not 3, it was twice at least. No, it was 3 times. 16 of 21. Only 188 passing yards, 66%. No touchdowns, and he threw an interception, which I think was the dagger when he threw that for UCLA in this game. Rushing-wise, leading in rushing yards, you had Karim, I think it's Karim, I was calling him Kareem, but Karim Belrich, 16 carries, 77 yards, good yard per carry average with 4.8. Matthew Holman, he didn't look bad. I mean, that's still a first down per carry, yard per carry average with 3.8. It's 18 carries, 70 yards. But you could tell they tried to force him a little bit. It wasn't working, and then they were forced to pass. They really didn't have a lot of plays at all on offense. I mean, look at this. Only 18 plays on the ground, and then looking back to Jace Worth, 24 passes. So they barely had the football. Washington was just milking these guys. Then we also get a look at Clyde Lynch having himself I would say a breakout game as a generic backup running back, getting some clock and some burn, 47 yards off 7 carries. That's really good. Jace Worth, like I said here, 3 fumbles, fumbled the ball 3 times, 43 yards on the day, but those fumbles, they're going to kill you. Romanelli, let's not go through that. Those guys didn't have any big days. 2 receivers over 100 yards, 1 going to Washington, and leading the game in receiving yards, Ryan LeCavalier. I think he had the most receptions as well, with 9 for 113 yards and a touchdown. Big time game for him. Chandler Godspeed, huge game for him for UCLA, but that was the only thing working for him on offense, as he had 8 catches for 105 yards, could not find his way in the end zone. And counterpart and fellow wide receiver for Ryan LeCavalier, Zach Jeremy, was able to get in the end zone at least once. Not too much of impressive numbers, 4 catches, just 45 yards, but he still made some plays. I believe that should be it to really talk about in that category. No one else really stood out. Looking at the defense, leading in tackles, Juice Adams. You just knew this guy was going to be everywhere. He's been everywhere since week 1. He's looking like he's going to be a top linebacker prospect. 14 tackles in this game, man. But granted, though, 3 were only solo. But that just means he was in everywhere on tackles. 14 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. We'll go down the list if he leads in anything else. But 11 tackles here for Trey Simeons. And so submitted safety for UCLA. And he had tackle for loss as well. I kept calling him Jason Alexander. had 10 tackles, 6 of those solo, and 2 tackles for loss, so good job by him. 9 tackles for Sermon here. And we'll look at who led in tackles for loss. We had 2 tackles for loss by Juice Adams, Alexander, Shaw, Bronson, and I think that's Onwuzurike. Might be wrong about that, but I think it's Onwuzurike. Might be. I have to look that up. And in sacks, leading in sacks, you had Jacoby Jose, who came off hot off the edges, man. They sent him nicely off the edge on blitzes that got back there. His team couldn't get the one win, though, still, unfortunately. Had a sack also by Ryan Bowman. I think it's Antonio Mafi. He had Rashad Williams, Kyler Manu, and there's Onwuzurike again. Interception, 1 interception this game by Alex Cook, and I think that was it. He had some forced fumbles here, 3 forced fumbles, one by Onwuzurike, Manu, and Molden. Molden, I think he had an interception too, did he? Was he the guy with the interception? No. We already looked at the guy with the interception. So that's it there for the defense. Nothing kicked off on special teams, so nothing else to talk about there. Let's just get a look at some of these plays. What was going on with UCLA? I'm not sure. It started out pretty hot here. I don't really want to break down the non-essential plays. Let's see if we had any. We're gonna get a look at some sacks, some huge plays right there. So let's get a look at the scoring play right here for first scoring play for Washington. He could have threw this drag here all day, but nah, he wants to hit the dig. He actually made the better read. The dig deep down the field. He's already in the end zone. Good throw, good space, touchdown, perfect read by Romanelli, and that was the only touchdown there. Trying to see if they got any sack plays, or I know they're gonna have the fumbles. LeCavalier, let's get a look at some LeCavalier action. 35 yards on this play here. This is what I was talking about earlier. What is the defensive back doing? I'm looking at this defense. This is straight man-to-man coverage, and this is just Madden being broke, man. I don't know what's going on here. If this is man-to-man coverage, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just let the dude run right by you, and by the time he releases the ball, then you want to react? Nothing Slider's going to do to fix that. That's just terrible. Cavalier getting another catch here, good for 14 yards, just winning on the out route. That's a good sideline catch. Then we go into the second half. Okay, here's a fumble. This is what we're talking about here with Jace Worth. Okay. Now I honestly think that the cornerbacks were strapping, man. The cornerbacks were doing pretty good. I mean, look at this. Over the top, no one's getting beat. But you're given basic route concepts for the most part of this game. I wish we could look at every play in instant replay, but unfortunately Madden doesn't let you do that. But you could see in the slot, got him on a basic streak route here. I mean, this is one of your best route runners, and he's getting covered just running straight down the field with a safety in the middle of the field here. But you make the wise decision to scramble out. But you got the first down. You got the yards. Slide. What are you going to do? He doesn't even put on a juke move. He runs directly into Molden and coughs it up. Terrible. It's terrible decision making right there. Jace Worth here. That's a catch to Newhall. Let's see what kind of play with this. This is 20 yards. Oh yeah, this is Jace Worth again here. Let's get a look at this play. He makes a good decision here, making his throw in between the defense. That's a good throw that time. Jace Worth again. 23 yards. Dakota here. And look, he's got the drag all day right there too. I mean, he just was not making the right reads. I mean, even though this was still a good play, mainly because of the catch, he squeezed it in there. And let's look at this 1-yard rush by Jace Worth here. Was anything open? Now this is what I was saying. I think the cornerbacks are just doing really good for Washington. Look at the press on the line here. I'm gonna widen out the screen just so you can get a look at both the receivers as I play this here. The press at the line of scrimmage, they jammed these guys. Absolutely jammed them. No one open, had to try to make the play himself. And if you're going to try to make the play yourself, just keep outside, see if you can outrun the linebacker here. But he plants into the pressure. But I think he did it because he knew he was in spy. So that was just a great defensive play call by Washington. And they just made the play. 22-yard play here. Simple out route completion. There's another fumble by Jace Worth. See what we got here. Why not wait? Why not wait on this play? You got all the time in the world. You got the corner strike concept here. Look what you're going to have open. You got Newhall, who's going to be wide open in this space, and it's going to be the same thing pretty much on this side as well. As they go, yeah, I think that was he in man coverage? Why is he in man? But yeah, I mean, either one of these would have probably been open. Most likely that would have been a play right there. You should have known that was going to be open the minute you saw this. He doesn't even give it time. He just takes off. And look what happens. Trying to fight, trying to make a play, extra yards, punched out. Fumble. Tough one, man. Another play by Ryan LeCavalier. Just making plays, man, getting yards after the catch. LeCavalier getting a touchdown here on the play. And this is just a good throw. Gets it right over the defensive back's head. That's a great throw. Good catch. Touchdown, Washington. Interception here. See if there was any other options here for Worth. That wasn't even a bad read. I mean, this was a bad pass. This ball should have been thrown in this area. You know, and when he throws the ball, look where this ball is going. Just not in the same direction that Godspeed was headed, and turned into an interception. You can't adjust to make that play. Can't put that on the tight end. That's just a bad throw. There goes a 16-yard play here. Just good throw over the middle. Nothing really to go through with that. Let's see another sack here. Okay, we get another sack situation. And look at the play calling. The play calling killed UCLA. The play calling killed them. And they go with 4 verticals here. Nothing's open. You got to call. They were calling too many conservative same plays, and it really killed them here in this game. And that's pretty much it. And it was just bad decisions on behalf of Jace Worth. So that's going to do it here for me. Big shout out to you guys who stayed and watched. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button. Appreciate you guys coming through. Upset here, man. Washington getting it done over UCLA. Final score 23-6. Got action coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is literally about 15 minutes away, as Notre Dame takes on Auburn at Auburn. So that's going to be a big game. Auburn, man, looking like a hot team. They're undefeated. There's only 3 undefeated teams left right now in the college series, and they're one of them. They're rolling hot, but Notre Dame, just like Washington coming into this one, not a team to sleep on. Now that's going to do it here for me. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next game. Peace.